On this episode of The Talking Grouse, well, why don't you just stay tuned and you can go ahead and find out exactly what we're doing.
The Talking Grouse, bringing you the less serious side of the news. Now, your host, The Grouse.
All right, everybody, welcome to TTG, the only show where pigs escape, bears break into cars, and Maine accidentally declares you dead. And that's all before the first commercial break. Now, we've got spirals in the sky, cucumbers snapping on Spanish TV, and a guy who danced for 144 hours straight, because apparently sleep is optional. So, if you came here for serious journalism, you took a wrong turn. If you came here for surreal chaos, headlines, and world records that nobody asked for, you're exactly where you need to be. How you doing this weekend, co-host?
I am good. Ready to get this thing rolling and kind of do this new format we talked about.
I'm excited about the new format, folks. Yeah. I really think this is going to be a lot better. So you need to stay tuned.
We are growing and expanding and
well, enough talk about my weight.
Boom. All right. Let's roll.
Let's hit it. So over 500 living Mainers got a shock. MaineHealth system glitched, mistakenly declared them dead. Now the fix is in, but the apology letters are very real. So let's go to the video here, folks, and
roll the tape.
Let's roll the tape here and see what actually this is about.
MaineHealth issued a statement to try to repair any damage these accidental notifications of death may have caused. The state's largest healthcare provider says that the letters were sent out on October 20th. We haven't seen the letters that those living patients received, but a spokesperson for MaineHealth says the letters indicated that the patients were deceased and provided information to their next of kin for estate planning. MaineHealth is apologizing for the error, adding that apology letters were sent to all patients who were affected. The spokesperson says at no time were these patients listed as deceased in their medical records, and the issue has been fully resolved. We reached out to MaineHealth earlier today asking if any of the patients who received these notifications were currently in the hospital. The spokesperson would not answer the question, saying that they have to be careful in the way that they respond to ensure that they comply with HIPAA patient privacy laws.
Okay. All right. Hey, so we're back. Yeah. So how would you handle that if you got a letter from the hospital saying, "Oh, sorry, you've passed away already"?
I'd be like, "Woohoo, let's go!"
Oh, I would be all over. I would be all over, just going, and I'd be like, "I'm dead. I can do
Who
whatever
do I get
want."
to haunt first?
Well, not even haunt. I would just be like, what am I going to go do now that since I am dead, I can go do whatever I want. I don't need to be able to have to follow any directions, any rules. I mean,
and I love the we're sorry, everything's been fixed. Nobody was actually, pronounced dead or whatever. Move along, nothing to see here, basically. Okay, Officer Barbrady.
Yeah, move along. I mean, so it came at the right time, according to the article that was written about this. It happened on October 20th,
just before Halloween,
just in time for Halloween. I'm telling you. I mean, I'd be like, ooh, trick or treat.
Thank God I'm not a Mainer.
Yeah. I mean, just like I said, it's, it was a mistake. I get it. I mean, I understand that there's technical issues that happen, but come on.
Yeah. That's the ultimate technical issue.
Yeah, that would be actually. I mean, that definitely.
Shortly after lunchtime in this East Side neighborhood.
it's something that I just, like I said, I would.
Oh wait, I'm still here.
Yes, I mean I look like I'm dead. I'm pasty enough white.
I think that makes both of us, other than my trucker tan.
You're one-sided tan. You need to really get like a convertible or something.
I need to get one of those cars where you can switch the wheel over to the right side. So
Yeah, you get a. Hey, this is a car that's designed for actually England or English. English. What do you call it? Countries influenced by England, and then companies influenced by America.
So, on to our next story. The runaway pet. Wait, no. That looks more like a. Hold on. We've got a story about a pig. It's a runaway pet owned by a Buffalo police officer, and it slipped under a fence, caused chaos on Victor Place before being wrangled back home. And
all right, everybody, let's go. Let's go to the video on this one. This is great. Watch this article, and here we go.
Shortly after lunchtime in this East Side neighborhood,
They're like, what was that?
a normally quiet block quickly turning chaotic.
I'm like, I can't, what is this?
It's a pig animal control officers are after. Watch as they try time and time again to capture it.
Nah. Never seen a pig.
This neighbor tells me about when the pig set its sights on her.
It kind of came up on me and it grabbed me by my hair and was shaking my head like you would shake a bag of microwave popcorn.
Video doesn't show the alleged attack, but it does show the interesting twist. Watch as what appears to be a police officer claim ownership of the pig.
Come on, I got him. That's the pig? Yeah, I got him. I live right there.
You'll hear him call the pig breakfast. And then you'll hear Renita say it attacked her. Listen as the officer responds. You'll hear him say it escaped his yard. For Renita, she said she was terrified.
My second thought was, this is ridiculous. This is a pig on Victor Place in the city of Buffalo. Where did this come from? And then, of course, I started screaming.
We tried to get in touch with city officials, but nobody responded to our inquiry, and city code doesn't clearly state whether pigs or other farm animals can be kept as pets. Neighbors say the officer took the pig home.
And your first glance is to laugh because that's something that is unexpected to see in the city, but that's dangerous. It's just like having a loose dog.
Social media comments show viewers are divided, some saying that they hope it ends up back with the owner, with another neighbor saying straight to the butcher shop. Nope. Giovanni Ligi, East Buffalo, 7 News.
Breakfast the Pig. I love the name.
I love the name too, but you see, my thoughts on that is breakfast. The pig will be breakfast.
Yeah. And it's owned by a cop. And does the cop smell like bacon?
Wow.
I'm connecting all the dots.
He's putting it all together here, folks.
And then the breakfast going after Forrest Whitaker's twin sister there.
No, it wasn't his twin sister. It was Forrest Whitaker was playing the role of whoever that was.
No. Her acting skills were not anywhere near his.
Well, he's acting though.
Okay.
So he's acting. So he's trying, it's great skills. He's acting like her.
How did the pig get to her hair? The pig is like way down here.
I mean, pigs do have teeth, people. I looked that up.
She would have to be like laying in a lawn chair or something for the pig.
You should be laying down on the ground or something. The pig went for her hair. But I did like the officer because he smelled good. Smelled like breakfast.
Smelled like
corn
mesh, or what's the corn
swill,
swill,
or swill, or whatever the pig
suey.
Suey's I think what you yell to get a pig to eat. But I mean, I like the guy's comment. Straight to the butcher shop.
My favorite one was This could be someone's emotional support pig. I hope they find the right owner. Like,
Yeah.
emotional support pig.
Once again, and we've seen this. People holding pigs as pets. We've done a number of articles on people who have had pigs as pets. Do you? Once again, I know you said you don't remember it, but in the '80s, late '80s, the potbelly pig was like the big popular pet for amongst the elite and people that had money. And
no, I just remember somebody that I worked with on the Census Bureau in 2000. They had a potbelly pig as a pet. That we went to her house. She was the supervisor of the crew I worked on, but and it was under the table, and it was just snorting and kind of just there. Didn't bother me. It didn't grab my hair.
I don't know. I see a pig. I think ham hocks and beans.
Well,
I think of ham shanks.
The guy named it correctly.
Yeah, breakfast is a great name for a pig. And now the question is, does he have chickens too? In the article, they did say about there's ordinances for chickens, but nothing for livestock.
I just would like that to be turned into emotional support bacon. I really need my bacon.
Yeah, I think emotional support bacon is the best thing for all of us.
Amen, brother.
Well, and here's the great thing: most of our stories this week are taking places. Most of the stories this week are taking place in the Northeast. So currently, in another story that takes us to the Northeast is they saw a glowing spiral that stunned the New England sky watchers, and we see this all the time out here, actually in Arizona now. It turns out that it was rocket fuel. It was fuel from. It came out of French Guyana.
Whenever they do the Tesla,
the SpaceX launches.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Especially the further west you are. I've been out in Avondale and I've seen it. And the first time I ever saw it,
coolest thing out there.
Oh yeah, it looks cool as heck. But the first time I was like, "What the heck is that?" And
I mean, and if you watch this, here we go, everybody. Let's roll to this article really quick here.
An unusual light was spotted over a home in Providence, Rhode Island last night. It left neighbors there wondering how the spiral you see there came to be. Well, some people, they're now suggesting a rocket launch may have something to do with this. The Ariane 6 blasted off from French Guyana early yesterday, and that could be the sun's light reflecting off of the booster, giving it that unusual, unique swirl.
It wasn't nearly as cool. I mean, It nearly was not as cool as the SpaceX launch. I'll tell you.
You know what that reminded me of? You have opened a door to another dimension. Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
No, you gotta do it this way. Submitted for your approval. 1. Spiral cloud in the night sky. Something like that.
No, okay, Rod.
But that's how it was. It wasn't just
It was somebody's emotional support UFO.
But yeah, if you guys ever have seen it, so we get to see SpaceX launches whenever they do from California here in Arizona.
It lights up the sky.
And it looks cooler than that. It's not just a spirally thing. You get to see the whole vapor trail lit up in the sky. And if you can actually catch it while it's still it's still ascending, it's even more phenomenal to watch. I mean, it just looks damn. Oh man! If that was my brain, I would have. If it was any bigger, I'd have thought that was my brain. It'd have to be much bigger. No, because I got a really big brain, sort of like these.
No, I saw the pea come out. Not that big.
No, I'm like those guys from Star Trek. Remember, you guys had the really big brains.
Oh, the Binars?
Yes, exactly.
Or no, the Binars were Next Generation.
No. Yeah.
Oh boy. In the first episode, the pilot with the big heads and the
guys with the big them.
I can't. Telosians.
Yeah,
they're from Talos.
Yes, I'm like them, so I just do a better job at keeping my brain contained, though.
Sure, you do.
But yeah, the SpaceX launches look so much cooler, and I don't think people are going around going, "Oh my God, what's that in the sky?"
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's SpaceX.
I want to see a Tesla flying through the sky like that. That'd be funny. That'd be good.
I did see something in one of these articles, like a side story that said something about a flying car.
They're working on one.
Yeah.
They're working on one. Meet George Jetson.
Will it fold up into his briefcase?
Yes, exactly.
Done? Nice.
I'd be all over that. Save you from parking issues.
Yeah. And world's first real transformer. Car to briefcase in 3.5 seconds.
Yes, you can go from car to briefcase, folks, in 3, 2, 1. You know, it's it just ultimately it's just that would be a great thing. I'd be just like, you know, think about that during the holidays. You go to the mall,
yeah,
and you don't have to
fight for a parking spot.
Fight for a parking spot, yeah, exactly.
Very large bear in the front seat.
This car?
Yes, this car.
We've got a little technical difficulties going on here, guys. We got some new equipment going here, so it's a little bit of a challenge. There we go. Now, we haven't had a good bear story in a while.
Yeah, and this one takes the cake.
This one's actually really good.
Unlike the bear in our previous story that took the cake, but
no, he took Oreos.
Yeah,
Oreos.
It all comes out the same way. Just ask JD.
This coming from the man who once lived on a sustained diet of Oreos and Power Bars.
And milk. With the occasional natural root beer. Colorado deputies have freed a bear that was trapped in a car. No snacks, just claw marks and chaos.
All right, guys, here's the article. Let's watch this.
Very large bear in the front seat.
This car?
Yes, this car.
Okay.
Very large.
All right. You got the keys? Is it unlocked?
It should be unlocked. All right, yeah, we're hoping he didn't relock it.
Yeah, so this is unfortunate. Oh yeah, he looks pissed.
So I'm gonna open this side door.
You want me to open? Well, I have some string, so we can tie some paracord to the door, and then we can get back and we can pull it open. You wanna do that versus us? Yeah. Yogi's in there unhappy.
Oh no. Wow, there's a whole ass bear inside this door. Yeah. That is a bear.
Yogi, calm down.
Yeah.
I thought this was longer. This does nothing for us.
Do you want me to tie my hobble to your hobble? No.
Alright, screw it. Okay, ready?
What I want you to do. Open it and then go that way.
We're gonna
Here,
go
come this way.
gonna
Yeah.
Yep, ready?
Alright. Hit it.
Come on, Yogi. Out of the car. See ya. Thanks for stopping.
Yeah, that's a good sized bear.
Keep going. Ooh.
How bad is it?
You're fine. You can buff that out. It'll buff out. You guys are totally fine.
Holy shit. That's not good at all.
I think what's more impressive is that he opened it and then proceeded to close it behind him.
Yeah.
That's just
large
Look
bear.
at this. I can't believe he got this.
Buddy.
Very large bear in the front seat.
This car?
Yes, this car.
Um,
Very large.
Yeah.
I gotta give the.
Is it unlocked?
It should be unlocked. Yeah, we're hoping he didn't relock it.
Sheriff's office. You gotta give.
Yeah, so this is unfortunate.
Larimer County.
Yeah, the music they put behind this was classic. That made the whole thing so much better.
I like the cops. Hey, baby, you want to hook up my my cord to your cord or whatever they were using?
But yeah, I mean, and then I love it. Oh, you can buff this out. I can see that in the morning. State Farm Insurance, how can I help you? I have a bear claim to file.
Is this Jake? I really, really have a strange one here.
They can sit there. They'll sit there and they'll be like, I got an issue with. I had a bear attack in my car. Is that covered under my policy? Yeah. Does that count as acts of God, or is that able to be covered?
The sheriff said we could buff it out, but I don't see that possibility.
I would probably declare the car totaled at that point.
Oh yeah. Shoot, scratching the bumpers a total these days.
Yeah, I know. You look at a car wrong, and the bumper cover falls off, and they call it totaling. I mean, but you can't blame the bear. If I got into the car, the bear doesn't have grasping thumbs. It can't open the car door.
It opened it from the outside, but I guess you could put claws in there and open the handle, but
just like the sheriff's office did.
Yeah. And I loved how they called him Yogi.
I think that's great. That's awesome. Yogi the bear.
I don't know if Yogi would have fit in there. He was probably more like a boo-boo.
Yeah, Yogi would. I don't know. Yogi would need a big F-150 truck to get into.
He made a boo-boo out of that car, though.
Well, everybody, that's it for the less serious side of the news. Where pigs run wild, bears carjack Subarus, and Maine can't stop accidentally unaliving people. Now, if it made you laugh, flinch, or question reality, do us a favor. Like, subscribe, and share before another bear gets accidentally trapped in a car. Now we'll be back.
Or before bacon becomes
breakfast becomes bacon.
And vice versa.
Yeah, exactly. Now we'll be back up again here with world records that nobody trained for and events that sound like they were made up, but aren't. So now on to Strange World Records. All right, everybody, welcome back to Strange World Records. This week, there are so many, but we chose the best ones for you.
Our crack investigation team found the best ones.
Yes. Now, one man, one cone, one world record on the line. Minnesota's James Clark took his sweet tooth to Ireland and may have just made history in under 25 seconds.
Why did he have to go to Ireland to do it?
That's what I was wondering when I saw this one come up. What brought them to Ireland?
Here in Dunleary, Ireland, at Teddy's, the home of the 99. Trying to break a world record for the fastest human alive to eat a 6-ounce ice cream cone.
Well, James Clark from Spring Lake Park, Minnesota, was on a pretty sweet mission to beat his 35th world record by eating an ice cream cone in under 24.97 seconds. The former world record holder ate a 120-gram soft-serve ice cream cone. Well, today, James ate a cone that was a little bigger than that at 130 grams, and it turns out he ate it a little faster, too. He beat his old mark of 24.97 seconds and became the Guinness World Record holder at 24.72 seconds.
Yeah, so, okay. Watching that video, guys, all I got to say is brain freeze.
And I guess if you eat a lot of ice cream, you just don't have a neck anymore. Sorry, Jim.
Hey, you know what? I eat a lot of ice cream. I still got a neck.
Sorta.
I just don't have a chin anymore. I mean, that's why I have this.
That's your chin equalizer.
Yes, it is. I don't have a Stan Smith chin.
Oh, okay.
But that's a world record that, there's a lot of stupid world records. That's stupid. How fast can you eat an ice cream cone? But it's one that I would actually partake in.
And then fall to the ground saying, afterwards.
Well, you reminded me back when, they were talking about, it's so many gram ice cream cone and everything. Remember back when we worked at McDonald's? They actually had the little scale there that we had to weigh the ice cream cone on to make sure it was to mix specs. Nowadays you walk into McDonald's and they got it all closed off. You can't see what goes on behind the screens there anymore. I mean,
Yeah, you go in, there's one register, and if you're lucky.
If you're lucky, there's one register.
They have got the kiosks, and maybe if you're lucky, there's one register and somebody who actually knows how to use it.
Yeah, and somebody who actually speaks English.
That depends on what part of Arizona you're in.
Well, that's true, but so it's one of those things where it's like I have a hard time understanding what. But back to the world record. Actually, go on before I go off on my tangent about
no
McDonald's.
tandem rangent.
Yes, that exactly. Let me go on with this. Why?
Poder alcanzar la velocidad que él quiere.
Ready.
¿Listo? ¡Ya! ¡Tiempo! Sí.
Break a record like that, unless he just wanted a trip to Ireland.
Yeah, but did Guinness pay for that? Or
no, that would probably be paid for by him.
Yeah.
Guinness doesn't pay for any of David Rush's things, as far as I know. But speaking of David Rush, he's on the roll again. David Rush, he just didn't slice cucumbers. He shredded a world record. He did it on Spanish, live on Spanish TV over in Spain. And he snapped 65 cucumbers in 30 seconds. Once again, all in the name of STEM.
STEM would be?
We went through this last episode. Science, technology, engineering, mathematics.
Oh, right, okay.
It's a program that schools do now for get kids interested in science, technology, engineering, or mathematics.
Oh, okay. So that's like the, what do they call that?
It's like vocational training.
No. What's that special? What do they call it now?
Can we talk up a little bit?
What do they call it now when you go to school?
A technical school.
No, never mind. I can't think of the program.
He can't think, period, folks.
Well, the guy's about to break cucumbers, and I'm crossing my legs over here.
All right, let's go ahead and roll the video.
And the Spanish channel says pepinos, which doesn't help any.
Pepinos, yes. Let's roll the video. So,
ready.
We saw him break 65 cucumbers. Now once again, okay, so I've of course had more years in the grocery business.
Yes.
I was waiting for him to say, I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I am sorry. I mean, it's the grocery business.
Yeah. Okay, but I've had more years in the grocery business. And, God rest your dad's soul. He was a produce man in the grocery business for his whole career. It looked like he was breaking hothouse cucumbers. Not conventional cucumbers.
Well, I was going to say, no actual pepinos were harmed during this taping, but
they look like hothouse cucumbers. They're longer. They're not nearly as thick as your conventional cucumber, folks. The conventional cucumbers like nice big like this, and if you get the mandolin out, it takes like 800 years to get through one because they're so thick.
Right.
But this looked like he used hothouse cucumbers and lined them up on a metal table.
And was there like an edge that was sharp?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering, because if you watch it, or it maybe just was the natural edge of the table, but watching it, it looked as though he was using not only a table, but he was using, they were different, they weren't just conventional cucumbers. Now, mind you, maybe over in Spain, that's a conventional cucumber. Not here, though. So, Dave, I would love to see Dave go out and get, go pick up 65 cucumbers over at Walmart or something, or at Fry's, or or
just
for
make
everybody
sure you're
outside of
near a
Arizona,
salad
Kroger.
bar so you don't waste those.
Exactly. Now the question is also, where were the papayas afterwards? Did he split the papayas in half to put the pepinos into them?
I don't know. I don't get the reference.
He's never actually split a papaya in half, guys.
Oh no.
While I'm going off on this tangent, the co-host's homework is going to be look up what a cut in half papaya looks like. And all of you at home, feel free to do the same.
I'm pretty sure I've seen what a papaya looks like. It's like rindy on the inside. Oh gosh, now you're gonna make me look it up.
Why am I? This is why it's called the Talking Goose, folks, and not the Talking Co-hosts.
Yeah, you want directions around Phoenix? Ask me.
I'll ask Google Maps.
And Google Maps has taken my drivers to the wrong place all freaking week. So yeah.
That's because they don't know how to use Google Maps.
No, it's because it takes them to the wrong place. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's got the rindy thing in the middle.
Okay, but what does it look like? Think about that.
Kind of. People always say, well, peach is a butt.
Peaches look like a butt, yes. But the papaya looks like the front of an Etzel, guys. But anyways, the world record, I don't know. This is one that Dave, I think, is sort of just reaching for. He's just doing stupid stuff. He's at that point. The breaking of cucumbers.
What can I do next?
Yeah, what can I do next?
How about butternut squash?
It's that time of year. It's the squash season.
Jicama.
So here's what gets me then. Speaking of jicama, so we have once again back to our grocery roots. You go into a grocery store in a produce department. Whoever looked at a jicama in the ground, maybe thousands of years ago, and went, "Hey, that looks tasty."
Nice and ripe. Well. Then I was buying bananas yesterday, and right next to the bananas, they have the plantains. And most
the big bananas.
Yeah, but they're technically not bananas. They're something else.
They're of the banana family, but the plantains are actually a form of a banana, and that they're not. You don't just eat them. You use them for cooking.
Yeah, I was going to say they're more of a cooking.
I mean,
starch.
I mean, I've had plantain chips before, and those are actually pretty good if they're seasoned correctly. But then again, you could put enough ketchup on something and it will taste well, or you can put enough salt.
400 combos!
It doesn't really matter. You put enough seasoning on it. So because of the fact this next one coming up, it's actually a good world record. It's actually a cool world record. It took some physicality to do it, and plus, how I love watching the co-host struggle.
Yes. I get the fun names to pronounce here.
Yes, we're gonna go ahead and fire away to him right now.
Since where did this take place at?
I don't know. Look at the article.
It's not coming up.
Oh, it was somewhere overseas. Here we go. This is all about guys. So I want to tell you. So we've
readiness,
preparedness.
Yeah.
When we're trying to change something over here, it's a little bit unprepared.
Oh, see.
So where was it?
I don't know. Doesn't say. It does not say where this happened.
Okay, so let's go ahead and roll to the video. Let's go ahead and introduce this video, sir, and I will look up that.
So, the guy goes by the name Grasshopper because his real name is Zabalix Cespi. We'll go with that. And he crushed the previous 138-hour mark of claiming the longest video game marathon ever and the longest on a rhythm game. Dance Dance Revolution.
You know that, and that. So we're not going. I mean, we can't play the full 144 hours or whatever that he actually wound up.
We could, but
yeah, you know, I don't think YouTube would like us very much at that point. But you know, we're not gonna play the full thing. So it's just a little snippet of him, and I'm going to get into why I think that this is actually this is a good one.
100 combos. Yo, you're going combo wombo. Keep up the perfect combo. You're the one they came to see. 200 combos. Make some noise, holla! 300 combos!
Yeah, we just saw that quick little thing there, the guy doing his Dance Dance Revolution.
reminds me of Bobby Hill from
yes, from King of the Hill.
King of the Hill when they go to Japan.
Yes. No, but you know, that's an actual cool, in a way a cool world record. Just as growing up as part of the video game culture, everybody when I was young and got to do those things, would play video games. That's cool though. To be able to break a record on a video game, I think it's cool.
Oh yeah, remember when you used to flip a video game?
Oh yes, you know, like the big one. Hey, Legend of Zelda, did you finish that and get to the next world that came up after you finished the game?
The second quest
that nobody knew about. Yes, we did. I remember watching my older brother was into Legend of Zelda in a big way. He would play that game for hours.
My freshman year at Seton, I was playing it, and do you remember Brian Fay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him and I were talking on the phone.
They had a slap fight not Brian Fay, that was Brian Nigro. Yeah, they had a slap fight in the hallway, the two of them. I mean, it was funny. They were sitting there like this.
I didn't want to hurt the guy.
Go on.
But Brian Fay, he called me, and we were, I think we were kind of exchanging, different. We had both gotten it for Christmas, and we were exchanging
tips, hints, yes,
tips and stuff that we figured out.
Hints, tips, and suggestions.
And then he told me, whatever you do, if there's a storm outside, shut the game off, because they used to have the batteries in there, and it would wipe the cartridge. Sometimes the power went out. That's what he told me. I always remembered that. I don't ever remember it happening, but I don't ever remember playing a game when the power went out. There's not rolling brownouts here like California.
Yeah. Or we have monsoon.
Yeah, that we do.
Luckily, it's gotten better over the years. There is not such a.
When we were kids, there were more
power outages.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's actually a cool world record. I think that David Rush needs to do stuff like this.
I don't think he could do it.
He probably couldn't. He's probably not too far off of our age.
Yeah. I was gonna say he's probably closer to our age than he is to these guys' age. Well, this guy's 34.
This guy, the guy, the dance guy,
Grasshopper is 34. Yeah.
Wow. Well, then good for Grasshopper. I mean,
yeah,
that's really, I mean, good for him, because I at 34, I don't know if I could have done that.
Here at Saco Middle School, physical education teacher Ryan.
At 34. I do remember it was only in the video game arcade.
Dance Revolution. Yeah.
And that was cool because you get there and you watch everybody get around everybody and they'd watch them do their dancing. And, I would have a heart attack right there. I kept EMS on speed dial. So this next world record, guys, comes from Maine once again. This guy probably didn't get his death certificate mailed to him from MaineHealth.
Or maybe he did.
And that's why he did this.
Yeah.
So he's a gym teacher by the name of Ryan Martin. He wound up hitting 1,516 three-point shots in 1 hour, breaking a world record, and I'm sure he broke a sweat. The caveat to this, you'll see this in the article, guys, is it was the high school three-point line. Which still, I'm not disputing it.
It's not the easiest shot in the world still.
It's still not the easiest shot in the world, guys. Yeah. High school, college, professional. Still not the easiest shot in the world. So this is what's really cool about it. All right, here's the article.
Here at Saco Middle School, physical education teacher Ryan Martin has broken the world record for most high school three-pointers in just 1 hour.
The atmosphere is incredible.
No stranger to hoops, Martin is a former college player and now has 3 world records under his belt. Tonight, to get that third record, he needed to make 1,772 shots from the high school three-point line, and he surpassed that by a lot. In 1 hour, he attempted 1,683 and made 1,516 shots, a 90% completion rate, with his whole school cheering him on.
At 28 minutes, I had like a real bad cramp in my side, and then Nick had the crowd going crazy. It was like a message from God. It was like perfect timing where they just were loud at the perfect time, and then I fought through it.
The school rallied around him with a food truck and a portion of the proceeds going towards the Saco Middle School athletic program.
It's hard to put into words what he actually just did for this community, giving these kids something to cheer for, something to root for. Saco's known for their athletics, but to have someone at this caliber do what he just did tonight is beyond words. So this school he just put us on the map.
Kids in the audience say they took more than just basketball away from the event tonight.
It was very fun and intense to see him make all the ones that he can, and even if he missed, he would still go back for it and not be confident still.
Martin tells us he doesn't plan on stopping here. He wants to go for a 4th world record soon. In Saco, Julia Simone, Fox 23 News at 10. Here at Saco Middle School, physical education teacher.
That would have been cool. That would have been really, 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 really
I coached
awesome
basketball
to go watch.
with your dad. Could you imagine me and your dad trying to do this?
Could you imagine my dad trying to do that?
In his yellow banana pants?
Yeah. Or in his BDUs?
Yeah.
So my dad was a soldier, very proud soldier, and whenever he was a teacher also, so whenever he had Army duty, a reservist, so whenever he had Army duty on a weekend that he taught, or on a weekend, because they would do Friday, Saturday, Sunday drills, on Friday he would come to work in his BDUs to teach school.
Well, and then on other Fridays...
he'd wear green for payday.
Yeah, and we're not just talking a green shirt.
No, he would do green pants, green shoes, green socks. I don't want to know what color underwear he had on, but they probably were green.
And if he wore a hat, it was probably green too.
And a green watch even.
A green watch?
Yeah.
Was it one of those swatches that you...
No. He had the calculator watches, and because remember back in the 80s, they had chintzy watches you could buy for $5 or whatever, digital watches.
I remember.
And they had them in all sorts of colors. I mean,
no. I always loved that about your dad when I coached with him.
But
he dressed for the occasion.
But this is a world record that I can get behind. This is one that actually took talent. It took skill.
Oh, yeah.
And this is actually a really cool world record to be able to say, I broke one. I'm a teacher, a PE teacher, whatever, at a school, and I broke one in front of my students.
Right.
And
the
my
students
class,
can say, hey, we witnessed the world record.
Yeah, we witnessed our teacher breaking a world record. I mean, it was actually something that I can get into. I don't know about you, but that would be one. That would be one.
I'm trying to imagine who of the teachers that we had, especially at Seton, who could have broken any kind of world record.
Mr. Richard for the most boogers picked with a pen. Mr. Anthony for the most dry erase markers sacrificed.
People, please.
Sacrificed on a board. Brother Haas for the most cigarettes smoked on break.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, that wraps up world records where cucumbers meet ice cream.
Oh, wait. No. I guess we're pregnant.
Maybe. But you got to talk up when you say those things.
I guess when you're pregnant.
Where cucumbers meet ice cream and dancing meets basketball. So, once again, if you liked what you saw, please hit that subscribe button like you're going for a 3-point shot. And that brings us to the end of this episode. Thank God.
Mercy.
I'm hearing the heavenly angels singing to take us away. And I'm not just talking about MaineHealth giving us a letter. So anyways, everybody, with that being said, thank you for tuning in. We apologize for the roughness of this episode due to the fact this is a new format that we're trying, and we do get better. You know that. We always get better. So once again, I think we will see you in hopefully 2 and 2, but
maybe less.
We might have less coming. Less is more. So until then, everybody, enjoy and stay sane, and have a good one.